Hello everybody, my name is Bigpot and today we're gonna be playing around with Fedora SIlverblue, specifically with OCI images as base image with Fedora SIlverblue. Let's begin, shall we? So, yeah, what will this entail? We're gonna try and build our own Fedora SIlverblue image, with which we're then gonna replace the base image of our own install of Fedora SIlverblue. Let's check this out. Okay. Finalizing some things. I already have pre-prepared Fedora SIlverblue image. So let me just get into it and then we can begin. Okay. So how is everybody today? Yeah, so yeah, it does that normally. Okay, let's one last bit. Here we go. Link, publish. Here. Okay, here we go. And transition. So we're in settings currently. We're gonna close the settings. Where is the mouse? There it is. I don't know. That might take a while based on how clean your chin is. But yeah, nice. Which ThinkPad did you get? Okay. So let's begin. First and foremost, we're gonna check if we have all things available. For example, Podman. Yes, we have Podman. Let's see if Podman build is a thing. Yes, it is. So we have everything we need. So 6th Gen X1 Carbon, that would be the one of the more powerful models of ThinkPad, right? Carbon. Previous generation, if I remember correctly, or a couple of generations ago. Let's see. Ah, okay. I plan to grab myself either a tablet or a Surface Pro pretty soon. Mostly for watching movies and stuff like that. And if you haven't yet said hello in the chat, please do and ask any questions you wish. So now that we have that, let's begin by opening up activities and Firefox. We're gonna be looking for our basis of everything, which will be uBlue. And that's not the one we want. We want one GitHub. There is another one here. This one, uBlue. uBlue Universal Blue used to be Ubuntu Blue or something like that. It was basically a rendition of scripts that made Fedora Silverblue operate more like Ubuntu than Fedora. But let's see. So I think we're gonna base it upon something like this. So let's see. No, it's not. There are some things I do like with things like here it needs to have more buttons. Hello, Alex Dub. It needs to have at least the minimize button so I can hide things. Also, I don't like that it doesn't have a panel. So it needs to have a panel by the side. So this here and always visible, like on Ubuntu. So now that we know that, let's go. What we want is this, actually. No. I don't like to use workspaces for everything because guess what? This is a thing. And this is a thing. And I might need to minimize something because, I still want them in the same workspace, even though I won't need it for, let's say, a minute. I'm not gonna move it to a different workspace for the minute I'm not working with it because I'm changing, and then I might just do this. And then I might need to hide it because behind it I have another utility that might still be. It's a whole mess of how I work. It's not like this easy, like just throw them in a separate workspaces and you're done. Doesn't work like that. Actual flows don't work like that. Let's say it this way. So we're gonna base it on Fedora Silverblue's image they have. And we're gonna create a container file from container file is just like Docker file with Docker. Just container file is more podman-y, nothing else. It's exactly the same syntax, just different name. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna be installing things. We're gonna do rpm run rpm os3 install distrobox no Wix and I don't know what else. Right now, nothing else. That's all I right now need to build, just for testing. And then we do podman build dot. Okay, it's pulling down the image. Then what it will do, it will build everything else. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll try and answer them as best as possible. As you can see, the UBlue team is really working on things. It's more the Docker file because of the word Docker is specific to Docker more than anything else, and different build systems and different container runtime engines might not like to use such specific terms when it comes to naming their configuration files, even though file is exactly the same. Even Podman will accept a file named Docker file if you know what to type in. It just container file sounds more broad instead of just into just for one specific program, even though they have exactly the same syntax and work on either systems. Docker files is just branded. Let's call it that. Docker files are branded for Docker, while container files are basically exact same thing, just not branded. But most programs should operate with either or. This is just the name that is different, and you can actually name your file, whether it be, name your Docker file whatever you want. Same with container file. We could change our container file to, I don't know, stream build file or stream build OCI. We're gonna try and build. It will say that there is no Docker file. Actually, Podman actually still by default looks for Docker file. Ironically, because that's the industry term, what industry is used to. But they prefer to use container file as the name. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna use a flag -f and just tag stream build OCI. And it builds just as normally, because the name of the file doesn't matter as long as you can point to it. Now I can hear myself better. I had noise cancellation on my headphones turn on. So I barely heard myself and I was like, am I yelling so hard? No, it was just I could basically hear myself. Yeah, that is a problem sometimes. Yes, IDEs might not know what a container file is because Docker file is so ubiquitous name for, well, a file which has build instructions. Same for GitLab, it might not know what container file is. Again, for the same reason. Docker file is so ubiquitous that nobody really thinks about any other name, and especially because really container file is, I think, was first time used with Podman, so others just don't care. Honestly, as far as I know, others just don't care what it's called. This is a file you can read instructions from, and it defaults to Docker file because that's what most people by default call them. So, yeah. So now I'm gonna take a minute and I'm gonna actually turn on my Fedora SIlverblue laptop, if it will turn on, of course, because it could be empty. Okay. Now this will take a moment. I'm gonna switch back here. I'm gonna try and put it into charging mode without disrupting anything on my screen, which is also a hub. Yeah, it's mainly Red Hat, the one that we have to blame for all this, if you ask me. Not really blame, but they're being the ones that are most how to say this, most pushy on the issue of moving away from anything Docker related, even though, well, it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're all OCI containers. They're all based on OCI spec, whether it be Docker container, whether it be Podman container, it doesn't matter. They're all OCI containers. And OCI is Open Container Implementation, I believe, or Open Container something. OCI. Uh, Open Container Initiative. Yeah. Hopefully you could hear that or not. Really doesn't matter. And yes, I had an empty battery. Good job me. I guess leaving it running over the weekend wasn't a good idea, especially with the limitations I pose on my systems all the time. There. I have it set so it only uses about 20% of battery before it dies. That is because I want to keep my battery as working as possible. So it only does, believe, between 50% and 75% before it goes. I have empty battery. Yeah, so we know Red Hat had a lot of push because there was some disagreement between Docker and Red Hat. So that's why you won't find Docker in any way in Fedora, or even being able, almost not being able to run in Fedora. That's how bad it goes. It went so That's why Podman was created. And I don't know about Google, but well, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter since it's all OCI containers, Open Container Initiative, based on the spec by Open Container Initiative, OCI. So now that we did this, we can start setting up what will be the set of programs I want installed. We might even build some, and I'm not joking. I actually do plan to build one or two inside the Docker file, and maybe even build a package out of it. Because why not? And remove some, like weather and maps. I don't use that. And Fedora Media Writer. So RPM OS3 install, run RPM OS3, remove gnome RPM OS3, remove gnome weather. Am I correct? I'm sorry. So if you have any more questions, please let me know. I love to go in these kind of tangents, and say hello in chat if you're new to the stream. Okay, RPM OS3. I don't know if you're new, Joshua, but you're not the only one. But welcome back. Anyway, status. Okay, we're also gonna look at Flatpak list. Okay, good. Most of the apps are installed with Flatpak anyway, so we can go and remove them using Flatpak. Flatpak remove, I think is the right command, right? Flatpak remove. Okay. And we're gonna copy these IDs. I think that's how we do it. I don't use Flatpak all that often. And I think you can do multiple. If not, we're gonna learn soon. Evans, I don't need. If I'm gonna read PDFs, I have a browser for that. Why, Joshua? Why? Please explain to me. Why do you have to do such a insane thing? Huh. That's strange. Who did you piss off? So can you even see what's on the screen, or can you just hear the audio? I have a trick for you. Use your phone, and if you have wireless card on your system, and use your phone to create a tether connection. That's what I do when my system goes, I don't want you to do internet. Okay. We're gonna just execute this command to see if it actually works. Oh, wow. Really? Well, I'm lucky I have 4G and I can also get 5G if I really want it. I don't have 5G because my phone doesn't support it. Okay, now I need to figure out how to get list of packages from RPM OS3. If anyone knows how to get list of packages from RPM OS3, please let me know. Um, 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 no. Compose, maybe 3. Nope. Fly live, clean up DB. Here we go. DB list. Status. DB list. I think I had to put this in. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's see what here we won't need. Because there is a lot here. Yeah. Okay, package kit. Yeah, Advark, DNS. Okay. Don't care about this. I don't know. RPM OS3 list. Nope, doesn't work. You need to use this, but I don't know if all of these packages are installed. Actually, I think they should be, but because that's too little for a remote repository, honestly. So we're looking for stuff that we really don't need. We're gonna create a somewhat basic image. Build this is for Podman, bzip, ca, neat, Kyra, CIFS, good to have, conmon, container SC Linux, core utils, cpio, crun, dbus stuff, device, dhcp, distribution. If you see anything that you think I should remove, please let me know. Emacs file system, what is this? Emacs file system 1. GDM. No, I'm not removing GDM. I need that to log in. Okay. Okay, this adds functionality to... No, I don't want to do that. Joshua, I don't want to do that. I want a nice login system. No, I don't want to do it either. Because if I do this, or whatever the key is, I want for it to log in like this. There. I want to have that kind of flexibility. And I think I found a couple packages we're gonna remove. Events. If I remember correctly, Events is some sort of document viewer. I don't really care about it. I also don't care about Epiphany. So, okay, where were we at E? At letter E. E. Ooh. Letter E. E, 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 E. This is F, E. Here we go. Well, Epiphany runtime 1. So anything relating to events goes away. Epiphany runtime 1. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Okay, this will remain. So I don't have to install Epiphany to have runtime stuff. That's actually pretty cool. But events DJVU. I'm just on packages.fedoraproject.org to see what these packages do. Okay, anything events related? RPM OS3 events DJVU events sleeps 43 Oh, you can see, yeah, transition. Yeah, I forgot to do transition. I probably need to get myself a nice, what it called, Stream Deck or something like that, or a tablet, so I can actually press buttons and see what scene I'm on outside of having a, because I have two screens, and on one screen I have chat and OBS, and on the other I have the VM. Problem is, I don't always have OBS front and center, so yeah. Especially when I'm doing browsing beside it, like for what Evins DJVU does, or stuff like that. Evolution. What is evolution? I know what evolution is in um, scientific sense, but what is evolution in GNOME? Does anybody know? Otherwise, I'm gonna go and use Fedora packages to find out. Because if it's what I think it is, it goes into trash as soon as possible. Oh, the email client, yeah. Bye bye, Evolution. Evolution email client. I don't use email clients. But I'm a big fan of evolution, scientific evolution. It's how we all came to be. So big fan of that. Just not a program, because we're in 2023 and people are still using email clients. Yeah. Question is, why are you even using Emacs? Emacs. Okay, Fedora bookmarks, Chromium config, FlatHub. Yeah. Okay, Fedora stuff we live in. We wanna now throw away Firefox because Firefox. Who wants Firefox? I don't. We're gonna replace it with two browsers. Okay, firewall deflag clips, flash room, whatever that is. Flatpak, we need Flatpak, font config, font file system, fprint, free RDP. We might want to remove later on because it's a security issue. Free type 2, 12, 1-3, free BD, fuse or fuse, however you want to call it. One annoying thing about app images, since I just saw fuse, it's still on. It still forces you to install fuse too, even though that thing has been deprecated for a while. Why? Because it's the one that is supported by Ubuntu back in the day. Because their idea is what is the least, the oldest version, that one should be used, not the newest version. That's why I don't use app images. They use old versions instead of new versions. So firmware update, so that stays. GDK stuff stays. If any of you are fans of app image, you're wrong. No, actually, from what I heard, it was because Ubuntu 16.04 doesn't support Fuse 3. That, as far as I know, that's why app images use Fuse 2 instead of Fuse 3. App image. App image Fuse 2. I think there was a discussion I was involved in where Fuse 2 was involved. Okay, I'm not gonna look for that conversation right now. Lol, Joshua, lol. All the proprietary tools I use are of my own making, so I can push them to whatever repository I want, which is my repository of Docker images. I actually programs I use that are CLI based. I'm probably gonna Dockerize them and not actually even go and even package them nowadays. Some of them I still do. Those that actually require to be inside some sort of try to be run in the local context completely. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna go and run things on either a Docker image, and I don't make desktop apps, so yeah, that's no problem for me. So now we're at GNOME stuff. So we can start removing things here if we find anything not useful. No online accounts. I'll probably keep shell, of course. Software. User docs. Oh, GNOME tour. Bye bye. And we're past GNOME stuff. GNOME docs, user docs goes away as well. Bye bye. I don't really need GNOME. Oh, GNOME user docs. For that, I have internet. So we're past GNOME stuff into Object, Google Fonts. Wait, this thing still uses grub? Why not system deboot? I'm not gonna be changing this. Not worth it. Either way it works, so who cares? GStreamer, GVFS, GZip, HarfBuzz, HFS Plus, High Color Image 2, Team, High Contrast, Hostname, HPLib, nice. HTTP Handspell, Hyper-V, Daemons, nice. Oh yeah, BIOS support, but who even cares about BIOS support nowadays? We are using, or at least most of us have UEFI. This VM has UEFI, by the way. I made sure I have UEFI on this, on every VM I do. I ensure UEFI support is there because, well, it's the best. IVL 200 firmware, JSON stuff, JQ, nice. Otherwise, I have to install that by hand, but that would be a Docker container. Because that shouldn't be installed on direct on the system either way. There are actually people who actually vote against that. Uh, Ironically, I would guess that all of them have UEFI computers. Why UEFI for VMs? Huh. Simple. I do crazy things in VMs. And I have noticed that UEFI stuff tends to work better. Especially when I do stuff inside that, and there are some other support issues I had in the past. And yeah, boots faster, I think. I never noticed it because I don't care. But UEFI is better, like in all the ways. You should probably use UEFI. I do a lot of testing inside VMs, which sometimes included testing dual boots and stuff like that. And for that, UEFI is a must. And after that, I just decided why not. But there are some like small benefits. Hello, Just J things. For example, if you actually look into what my hypervisor provides, the Hyper-V, as it's called, we can see, because they have exact explanation what brings with UEFI support, has newer virtualization features, and UEFI based firmware. So that's UEFI based firmware. But only works for 64-bit operating system, which is okay to me. So there are some boot things that happen differently in UEFI, and I'm just, why not? And one thing I also just remembered to is wow, yeah, on hardware, I don't even think about using anything else than UEFI. Simple as that. And because of that, honestly, because I use VMs all the time in many ways as a replacement for my system. So I want everything to be as close to what I would use as normally used. So that means using UEFI boot instead of uh, legacy BIOS. Because why use again? Also, it's legacy BIOS. It isn't fully supported anymore by anyone. So yes, UEFI is better. Yep, I use Secure Boot as well on both my desktop, which runs Windows. Hello, this is Windows. Of course, this is Linux right now because it's a VM, but VM runner is Hyper-V. My security policy also requires Secure Boot, and that's why my laptop, which is running Fedora SIlverblue, also runs Secure Boot, if I remember correctly. I think. I don't remember if I might have turned it off because Fedora SIlverblue, but I plan to turn it back on when I reinstall. Yeah, and Hyper-V, it's great. There is a reason Hyper-V is basis for Azure because it's that good. KVM is good as well, but Hyper-V is really, really, really good as well. Yeah, I should probably run that and see. To the MOK util dash SB state. Okay, secure boot is disabled. Apparently, now that I remember disabling it. No, it comes for free with Windows, and actually there is a version of Hyper-V, so for servers it is free. Yeah, Windows Pro and up, and comes free of charge, and there is a Windows Server Hyper-V. So if you want to use as a server, which I don't know why would you do that, but you can. There are reasons for it anyway. You can do that. It's free. Yeah. Joshua, if you wanna just use Hyper-V, you can use it without any kind of payment, as far as I know. And I did buy a few Windows licenses in my past, so I do have that on my conscience. This being one of those instances. But Joshua, it's essentially like uh, it's the closest thing you get to a Windows that runs only CLI. No, there is no Windows support in that version of Windows. Although the terminal is still in a window. It's pretty fun. Mm. Yes, PowerShell runs on Linux for years now. That would be like for like what 3-4 years now, if I remember correctly. I need to remember that there is 6 years since I started using Linux full time, so I sometimes forget that. I think it's like 3-4 years since on Linux. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's be clear. PowerShell is alien to me still. I don't use PowerShell. I use CMD for everything and WSL mostly because that's the only reason I tolerate Windows is WSL. Otherwise, I would have to make my own VMs. Uh, if I was used to it, I probably would run PowerShell, but yeah, uh, yeah, PowerShell is a huge upgrade from CMD, but based on the fact that all things I do are typing commands that are actually other programs, I really don't care whether it's CMD or PowerShell. Main thing is that I can do WSL, enter, on Linux. I'm either fish or bash. But I have been thinking about creating my own shell for some reason. Because it is pretty easy to create a shell. But I don't I probably won't. I'm not that insane. Fish is pretty nice, probably. The one if I had to choose one, I'd probably go with fish for everything. So I need to remember to install fish here. Okay, so this is a bunch of libraries I'm not gonna even touch. Linux firmware, LLVM, log dev, log rotate. Really? Low heat, low memory monitor, low resistor, LSOF, Lua, LVM, LZO compression, LZ4 compression, nice. Mailcap, mod, Mesa, Mims track. I actually use default settings. I'm that bad at things. Uh, Mozilla file system, MPage, MP decimal, Mutter. Oh, that I need. Nano. Nano is the best terminal text editor. Nautilus and Curses, Metabarak, Nettle, Fast, NF tables. Okay. Blah blah. This all I need. I don't need this. I don't have NVIDIA GPU. On the machine I'm gonna be running things, I don't have NVIDIA GPU stuff, so. But why is NVIDIA GPU firmware even here? That doesn't make sense. Oh well, I'm gonna add it to things to remove. And I need Mutter. Isn't Mutter the window manager for GNOME? Open VM tools. I don't think I need, but okay. Uh, Possibly, I don't really care. I don't. Honestly, uh, I don't really care about POSIX compliancy. And if you have a script and you don't provide provide in which which script interpreter it should run at the top of the file, then you probably aren't doing scripts correctly. Then what is the window manager? Uh, 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 GNOME describes it as window manager, X11 window manager. And that on Wayland, that role is replaced by compositor. Yeah, probably has those things. Basically, just like Mark on what is called with Mate. That and okay, it can do compositor stuff, but also has window management. All that is in Wayland replaced by a single thing: compositor. Alex Dap, yeah, that is probably because it can run bash scripts, but otherwise, if it doesn't, I wouldn't run it because it should. Otherwise, you can just do bash dash e, I believe. Eh? Um, I don't want to use Pantheon, honestly. Just J things. I use I on my work laptop, or my laptop really. I use GNOME because Wayland. That's really the only reason. And I don't because I don't want to use KDE. Simple as that. And why do I need Wayland? Touchscreen. Yes, I use touchscreen quite a bit, so I need Wayland. X falls apart completely. And yes, KDE is frustrating. GNOME works for that a lot better, so that's why I'm using it. Okay, we continue on our list down, and yay. Past libraries again. NVIDIA GPU firmware. Open Connect. Okay, open LDAP. Yeah, Orca, OS Prober, OS3. Technically, you could remove OS Prober because I don't need OS Prober. It's, as far as I know, touchscreen support is baked into Wayland. Well, it is priority for me. I have a touchscreen and I use it a lot. Basically, if a laptop doesn't have a touchscreen, I'm not buying it. Now, it's so useful and so nice. And if you need battery life and you want Linux to work, I recommend. Huh. Ah, okay. Yeah. Alex up, you could be correct. No, I don't use a stylus. No, just my finger. Just J-Things. If you are looking for battery life on and Linux support, I recommend looking into Dell Latitude devices. They are expensive, yes, but I hear all good things about Dell Latitudes. They apparently have 20 plus hour battery lives and stuff like that. I recently watched a video about one. That's why I know. What is this? Yeah, certain keyboards are bad, but I think the latest ones are actually based upon what's the name? XPS line. So they should be a bit better keyboards. Okay. Ooh, Pipewire. Pipewire is nice. Uh, yeah. Hmm. I I'm thinking of getting myself an ARM-based device now as well, but I'm gonna probably get something in the desktop form factor. I'm definitely not gonna get a laptop for ARM device. I'm probably gonna get something in desktop form factor or small form factor desktop device like so that would be Mac Mini device. Just J things. Yes, I did see Microsoft ARM dev kits. Those things are, oh, I want one. And that's probably the device I probably will get. Those things are awesome. I too much need I too much need the complex power provided by x86. One of the x86 strengths is actually the fact that it is so complex. In It has rules for everything, so it is generally CPU, which is what I need. If you're going for battery life, yeah, ARM is great. If you're going for running specific things, ARM is great. But ironically, that doesn't translate well for desktop. Uh, Joshua, what I need is really something that can do good performance building things for ARM and running things ARM while connected to a display. And I want speed, go fast because I want those builds to be done fast. So yeah, Microsoft DevKit is amazing for it, and I do know a couple of people who use them as their daily driver, or just one person who uses it as a daily driver. The Microsoft ARM Dev Kit. No, Microsoft ARM Dev Kit is really good option apparently. I don't want to use ARM. I want to use an Apple device ever. That's first thing. I don't want to use an Apple device ever, if possible. And I want something that works. Yeah, MSXQ2. That's the MSXQ2. That's what is in the what's name in Dev kit. Yeah, you need to buy it from internet. True. One thing I've been looking at is grabbing MSSQ2 based Surface Pro, but it's pretty expensive compared to DevKit. Well, on Surface Pro, I'll probably run WSL for everything, because why not? Or DevKit. I'll probably run WSL everything, because why not? But since it already works, and I think somebody is working on a device tree for it, so yeah. Uh, yeah, there are Surface laptop, and there are Surface Pro. That's the tablet form factor Surface device. Runs the MSSQ2 processor, which is their ARM processor, their main ARM processor currently. The same processor is in their dev kit, and it's apparently amazing. Pulsadia, Python 3, probably dependency, Qt quota, head menus, RPM, Samba, client. Okay, that makes sense. Stay in there, scan, SE Linux. Uh, that's gonna take a while, Joshua. Uh, I might need Qt. I don't care whether it is Qt or no. I just run apps. If I need an app, I just run it. So, but also, why the hell do I need Qt? Yeah, is it a dependency on something? Must be a dependency, because otherwise, why the hell would it be here? Yes, that's what I started to think right away, Joshua. Why do I need Qt? Because I can run Qt myself inside a Flatpak. It I came to that conclusion as soon as it came out of my mind. Mount. Yeah, I'm gonna see why by just basically going this, and then I'm gonna do some copy pasting. See ya, Jade. Base common. Yeah, probably. Uh, but you will see later during the stream. There is one package that most people wouldn't think someone like me would want in there to be installed like this. I'm gonna install W W normal VS Code. Okay, low battery apparently. In my opinion, editors and what's its name? Editors and file managers should be directly available, but okay. Okay, now that's it. We're just gonna create a new tab, and I'm gonna try and copy as much as possible. Okay. It's not just that, it's that I am going to use the way I use Visual Studio Code to access all the things in all the sandboxes. I cannot use it sandboxed. Basically, uh, it's how I use uh, VS Code is the reason I cannot use it sandbox. Oh, huh. This might not actually be installed software then actually. Huh. Could this be? Oh, let's try uninstall, not remove. Okay. This might not actually be installed software. Huh. I kinda don't believe it, but yeah. It might make sense. Let's see. It appears to not be good. Hmm. So we're just gonna do two things. This and this. I'm gonna I'm gonna find this out later. And why the hell does this happen like that? RPM OS3 list of installed packages. Okay. Okay. Let's try this now. PM OS3 status dash V maybe. Okay. Huh. Okay. RPM OS3. Uh, let's try this. RPM OS3 dbdiff. Oh, yeah. This dash H. Huh. Yeah, I don't see. Okay. Okay, let's try this. RPM dash QA. Okay. Now that we know, now we know this. Let's try RPM OS3 sudo RPM OS3 uninstall. Let's find something to uninstall. Oh, Vim Minimal. Is not currently requested. Could it just be an idiot? Could have I just been an idiot? No, it's not that. I think I might have just been an idiot this entire time. RPM OS 3. I think the solution is this. Override, remove to the password. Checking out 3. Okay. I just found a solution. It's not that I was just an idiot, honestly. Oh, but I am removing something that is GNOME shell. So I'm gonna just go basically basic. We remove. Let's start from this. Firefox and GNOME Tour and GNOME user docs. Removed. Okay. Then we remove events. Because it is in base image, you need to override that base image and not just go and willy-nilly remove stuff. I was just an idiot this whole time. So staging deployment, yeah, okay, yep. Yeah, override, remove. Next few stuff. Events, DJ view. Yay. It seems this works. Now, next part is evolution. And then the famous NVIDIA GPU firmware. So it was actually that those packages were installed. They just were locked behind being in a base image, which is actually pretty smart on their part to protect the base image. Okay. Now the evolution data server and evolution data server lang pack. Okay. Apparently I cannot remove them. Evolution data server. Like that. Nope, can't. I guess evolution data server and evolution language packs will remain on the system for a little while longer. Now for the infamous NVIDIA GPU firmware, which I still don't know why it's installed in a VM. Especially in Fedora. Oh, those are needed for all accounts. Great. Something else I don't need, so I'm probably gonna remove that in the final version. Okay, no Fedora. No Fedora, no NVIDIA stuff. Great. And now for Qt settings. And everything else Qt related. This takes a while. So we're gonna leave evolution for a bit. Okay, now RPM OS 3. Remove Qt stuff. Let's see what. Okay, we're gonna leave Qt behind. It stays on the system. I'm not gonna go and solve those dependency issues. I don't have that much will to do that. So we then continue. At least that one is. Wait, what? Now it's empty. I don't get it. Okay. Then I guess we can scroll up if we need to. Here we go. Where we left off. Somewhere here, right? Yeah. Shadow utils. Okay. Shim. That's what I need to keep. Sound team, sound touch. Okay. Yeah. I could remove SSSD, but I think there are some dependencies behind that in GNOME or not. Actually, we can try removing SSSD. I'm not gonna be logging in with Microsoft accounts anytime soon. So the RPM OS 3 override remove SSSD. Okay, I guess SSSD will go kaboom. AD. I think this gets installed because you can create an account, an enterprise account as they call it. But I don't need an enterprise account. So let's throw it away. What is EWS? Joshua? Never heard of EWS. Enterprise Workstation Service. What does that do? Oh, basically an Exchange server. Huh. I don't need that. Simple as that. I don't use any kind of enterprise features on these systems because I don't have those servers in the backend. Switch rule control. No, I don't care about that. System, the tar, text live, time, toolbox. I could remove toolbox for funsies. 3 should remain. Throw users. Too lame. TZ data. You chart that. This all should remain. This all should remain. This all should remain. Yeah. Vim data and Vim minimal. Let's say goodbye to Vim data and Vim minimal. They have no reason to exist here. Also, we don't need VirtualBox guest additions. We ain't gonna be running VirtualBox or be running it in VirtualBox. VT, Vulkan Loader, Wavback, WebKit, Wire Plumber Wireless, Supplicant, DBus, XDG, everything, Xhost, XML, Common, Xorg, XRDB, Xhash, Yelp. Okay, Yelp, you are going away. XFS procs. Should I remove XFS procs? So you're saying I should remove XFS procs, right? Never. I don't have XFS file system ever. Although apparently it is slightly better than ext4, but then again, this system uses Btrfs, I think. I think that's the default, so yeah. ZRAM generator. Should I use ZRAM or not? Either way works. XZ, that would be for exit compression. Just a quick look through. Once again, Polkit stuff, Prober, Incursus, Nautilus extensions, Nautilus, Nano Matter, Empty Dev. Yeah. This is gonna be used on a laptop, so how likely is I'm gonna be plugging in XFS volumes? Not bloody likely. IP set, IP route, IP calc, Hyper-V stuff. I'm not gonna even care right now for that. I don't. As you surely know. Run CRI, Blue Z. Okay. There we are. This should all work. Now, -y I think is the command. RPM override -help. RPM OS3. OS3 override remove. What? Oh, it's automatically. Of course. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay. Now, uh, what else we need to do? We need to install our browser. E2FS, yeah. E2FS tools. We need to install a few things, like a browser, like a useful browser. So, yeah, browser can be a Flatpak. And for now, I'm not gonna go digging for anything, so I'm gonna just run so let's see. One thing I don't like about Flatpak is I don't know who made the packages. And that's kind of pain sometimes. You really don't know who made the packages. But I think this one is kind of safe. Also, I'm not sure if it actually like follows the latest. So let's just for right now, let's go with Flatpak install dash y. It's gonna pain me with Firefox or Chromium. Org.chromium.chromium. It is containerized either way, so who cares? And it uses Linux namespaces for that containerization. You know the thing we talked about, I believe last week and week before that. I also will need to install my my text editor of choice, but for that we're gonna need a bit of magic. We're gonna be doing VS Code Fedora install. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into their documentation, find installation instructions for Fedora. I'm gonna import this. All I need to do is here. So Firefox here. We're gonna go VS Code Fedora install. There are two ways of doing it: the easy and the hard way. I'm gonna go the kind of easy way. Just RPM. Don't care. This, so Microsoft key, and then simply echo this into it. There is an easier, kind of easier way. I think path will work. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I have another way of doing it. And then run RPM OS3 install code. Let's just test it out. Oops, that won't work. Time to consult how uBlue does it. uBlue. How does uBlue do it? Because I know they do some stuff like that. So let's see. Okay, nothing here. Ubuntu, the most custom one. Container file. Okay. Okay, okay. Ah, they don't actually do anything about this. Strange. Ah, huh, 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 huh. So I will have to figure it out something out myself. There is another way, a bit more of a sneaky way. I'm gonna. It's not recommended to be scriptable. Not for scripting. I'm gonna go to VS Code website. I already have the VS Code does have a repository for RPM, so we're gonna wait. Really? Don't they have a download link? They used to have download links. Oh, they have one for Debian, but not for. Huh? Crap. Let's see what RPM OS 3 has to say about this. I know you can add package repositories, but how? Cleanup DB. No, this is for querying stuff, right? Yep. Uh, no, there is something else I can do. Just can't remember how. Yeah. Oh, how is that? Because you can add other repos. Rollback status upgrade reload. Cancel initramfs install. Where is it? Under compose. No, but not under compose. 3 override. Nope. Uh, huh. I know you can do it, just can't remember how. How do I do it here? Let's see. VM was 3 install code. Yeah, on my laptop I do have code. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick search. uBlue, and since we're in uBlue, code. Huh, code there. Da, da, da. In their files, code for VS Code. Okay. Okay, they actually do use that code. Uh. Huh. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, RPM Fusion, Fedora Silverblue. Let's see. Oh, Wait, what? Oh. Do the RPM OS3 install? Apparently it's under install. And specifically, you just provide a link to a repository. What? Yeah, of course, because I copied too much. What? Am I an idiot? Or am I? This is what I need. I think this is supposed to work. Huh. Package is not found. Okay. Guess not. Or apparently... Wait. I can... I can do something else. It's a bit hacky. But... this should work. We find the latest version. This one. And we copy link. We check it out. Yep, right one. And I think this should work. Yep. Holy. Yeah, I actually think that's how I did it on my laptop. Cool. Now I know how to install VS Code. Let's add that to our script. Right there. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to really go with shell scripting. I can update by hand every time I do an update. Every so often, or I can have a build system do it itself. That's not that hard to do. Now, what else do we need? Let's think about it. We need another terminal. Why do we need another terminal? Because that's me, and I have two terminals always. Now I have a question for Fedora packages, because Fedora packages. There is a specific one I want to use. And I want to know if it's available. And apparently it is. So everybody say hello to run RPM OS3 install Alacrity. Yes, I'm gonna use Alacrity. I always on every system install a minimum 2 terminal and emulators. I, I will use GNOME terminal as a most in most cases, but if GNOME terminal breaks, I want something that doesn't use that isn't in any way connected to GNOME terminal. So that's why I don't install Mate terminal, so second terminal emulator. I want something that doesn't actually connect in any way with GNOME terminal, which Alacrity doesn't. That's why it's the preferred one I have. What else would I need? Huh. Here, anything you think I should install? Let me know. One thing I'm gonna check. Oh, I have DistroBox installed here. RPM dash. Wait, you can't switch TTYs on Wayland. Since when? That I don't believe. Why I don't believe? Because of this. Wayland. And this. Look, I can switch. So yeah, I can do it. And it is Wayland. Do you have any other suggestions what I should do? Okay, have no minutes. I actually was switching between. I was holding Control Alt F2 F3 and it was switching between them. Yes. And that, as far as I remember, I can go Flatpak install Helm Flat Hub. I think it is. I think it's on Flat Hub. Yep. Wire Plumber is installed. I saw it, so I know it's installed. Helm Flatpak install dash file. Helm and another one. I need to see here. Sudo Flatpak list. Uh, there we go. You're thinking my way. Here we go. Sudo flat seal. Yeah, flat seal. What does gradients do? Ah, yep. I have an idea. Uh, Joshua, since you are really know what you're doing, can you do Flatpak install and install multiple packages, or do you need to do each package as their own Flatpak install command? Thanks. Oh, sudo flatpak. Uh, One thing I just figured out I might need to change. And you might think of me as an idiot if that I didn't change it already. Is oh, it does use flat hub. Why then it doesn't find that? Flat hub. Huh. Sudo flat. Oh, they filter flat hub. How can I then disable the filter? Do you know? How can I disable the filter? Because it doesn't want to install Chromium. Say that flat hub doesn't have Chromium. Huh. And there is no Helvum. Fedora, Fedora, Fedora. There is a reason I'm not a fan of Fedora. Da, da, da. Hmm. Okay, for now I'm gonna just not care about this. Let's do this, run. Maybe I could just do a pretty simple thing. Flat hub. Quick setup. Gonna re-add flat hub 1. And I'm gonna retest installing stuff. Okay, yeah. So what I did was just added another flat hub, and that was it. So now I know I need to do flat hub 1. Flat hub 1. And there we go. There we go. Good job. I fixed it. Okay. What is this? And we do this. Run. Flat hub. Full. Flat up full. It's inside the container file. Okay, now we have added FlatHub. We install Flatpaks. We install packages with RPM OS3. We install code Alacrity. Oh, nice. What else should I do? What else should I do or slash I need to do? Let's see. Any changes? Oh, the change I wanted to see was does this oh, let me check here. This Dropbox dash help. Okay. Oh yeah, I cannot do that. Yeah. Okay. It's for a laptop, so no streaming from it. Really. It doesn't have any kind of hardware encoding except what's on the Intel CPU. BRB, I'm going to just take a drink. While I know that QuickSync is fine for streaming, I don't plan to stream on this device. That's also a big thing. I don't plan to stream on my. I'm drinking something that I won't tell what it is because it would be an advertisement for a company. But it isn't water, and you probably know of the company. It's a fizzy drink, nothing special. Huh, maybe. I don't know. No, probably not. Uh, no, it appears not. It's a type of cola. Let's leave it at that. I'm not gonna name any company names here right now. Or maybe I should. Okay, I will. Just for fun. It's Pepsi. Yeah. Anything else I should put into my image? Do you reckon? So just to recoup the what we done. We installed DistroBox, GNOME Tweaks, and Fish. We removed a couple of GNOME utilities. We uh we override the base image and remove some stuff. We add another FlatHub. We install a couple of things from FlatHub and install code and alacrity. And yeah, HTOP. Thanks. Any other changes to the system itself I'm thinking of we should do? Of course, music is a thing I should do, but I don't know which one I'm gonna use in future, so this time I'm not sure. Oh, I know what I need to do. A proper theme. That would be useful. And all I need to then do is set it up so it actually sets itself. Fedora packages. And a proper theme, by that we mean Yarrow theme. Of course, I plan on getting some other versions of Yarrow so I can see in better colors, like Yarrow Mate, which is for Mate, which I'm gonna package and have on my own server, so just for myself. Okay, and let's build this. Podman build. Here we go. This is gonna take a while. So if you have any questions, comments, please let me know in the chat. And right now we're just waiting so we can talk about this stuff all we want. It's currently updating metadata for different repositories, which is, yeah, great. And we have an error. A step. Flatpak remove didn't work. Bailout. Okay, Flatpak doesn't work inside for some reason. Great, let's skip it for now. An error. No building at. Okay, EFS. One package didn't exist on the system. Good. Okay, apparently XFS procs are necessary because something has them as a dependency. Might not be necessary dependency, but it is dependency. Okay. Huh. Non-preset command. It fails. So I'm gonna just, for right now, I'm gonna remove OS3 command. I'm gonna just skip. Okay. We get a segmentation fault for a Flatpak. some sort of assertion fail, but it can add a repository. At least we can install a package, which means we installed code. Yeah, it's installed by default. Because it does set up the repo, but anything else it does, it just fails for some reason. I'm gonna do some debugging later on, and next stream, which will be probably Wednesday or Thursday, we're gonna actually build the final image, which I'm gonna improve over time, over the week. We're gonna install the final image and run it inside a VM and see what happens. So up until now, all we've done is installed and removed a couple of packages. Oh, just installed a couple of packages with RPM OS3. Good, we made the image bigger. Oh, and we added a remote. Great. Let's see. Okay, let's. At what point it fails? After GNOME tour. GNOME tour, which is. Okay. It doesn't do it. Okay. Removing the Yelp events, Vim, Firefox, Vim, Yelp, GPU firmware, user docs, events, I think I found an error. Admin dir /var/lib alternatives invalid. Why is that? Closest thing to an error message is it says admin dir /var/lib/alternatives invalid. Huh. Let's see what's in that directory. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna I think we spent enough time, and I'm gonna take my own time and fix this right. So this stream is coming up to almost almost 2.25 hours. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time, midweek this week. I'll publish the image to a Git repo probably. So anybody could use it if they really wanted to. Yep. I'll probably make another Git repo, but what is it called? A Docker repository for it. So a Docker repository, an image repository. So you will just be able to just directly link to it without building it yourself. But again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.